Hey guys, Spencer from Wealth Hacks here, and this video is going to be about a new project that I just put a bunch of money in, and I want to kind of talk through it here because I'm really excited about what this project is doing. So first off, they're guessing that they'll be able to pay 4 to 7% monthly ROI on any kind of deposit that you put into the protocol, which is really good, even in crypto. But what's really exciting me about this project is that they're actually combining crypto and real world use case to make real world money, and us as investors or buyers of this protocol are basically just pocketing the profits that are coming from what they're doing here. So we're going to dive in here and explain kind of exactly what's happening. We're going to talk about the project, the team, the rewards, the potential risks, and then we'll kind of show you at the very end, if you're excited and want to get in like I just did, how you can go about doing that. So what this project is doing is what's called gold arbitrage. Now, if you're not familiar with the word arbitrage, arbitrage is where people buy things for one price and then sell it for a higher price, and then they pocket the difference. And arbitrage is happening all over the world in basically every industry. So Project 79 is doing this with gold. So if you think about the gold supply line here, we've got the people, the miners, that are digging the gold out of the ground. But then we've got the people, the refiners, right, that take that gold and they do something with it. And so the gold has to go from one to the other, and then from the other to another place, and there's kind of this big supply chain that gold goes through. Then they also have contracts with the refineries where the gold ends up going to sell it to them at a certain price. And they estimate there's a 4 to 7% spread on what they're doing here, meaning they can buy it and then sell it for 4 to 7% more, kind of depending on how the market's going and expenses and things like that. So it's a really simple business model, and it's one that actually makes perfect sense. They have contracts already in place according to their site, so now they just have to execute these contracts and buy gold at the price that they've set up the contracts for. Then they have to sell the gold at contracts that they've contracted to sell the gold for. And on the surface, it's just that easy. So let's talk about kind of how this looks as an investor, as someone that's actually buying into this. The first thing you have to note is this word sacrifice right here. So when you invest, which I believe they're not saying the word invest, you actually are someone that sacrifices your money. And the reason for that is obviously legal. They're saying, hey, this is crypto. You could totally lose all of your money. We're not making any guarantees whatsoever, hence the word sacrifice. But what you do is you sacrifice your money, and like it says right here, you will receive an airdrop monthly, and the estimated amount is 4 to 7% from however much you put into this protocol. And you can see right here, they estimate that it will produce a stable monthly ROI that ranges between 4 and 7% monthly, and can either be airdropped directly to you or it can be compounded directly back into the project. Now, the one caveat here is there is a 6-month turnaround period, meaning once you put in money, you have to wait 6 months before you can pull out that initial money. So this is actually similar to another project that I talk about a lot called YieldNodes, and we'll leave a link in the comments down below to another video about that. But the idea is pretty similar, where they're saying, hey, we actually have to plan ahead and we have to make contracts and do all this stuff. So you can't just be pulling money in and out constantly, or it makes it hard for us to do that. There's a 6-month waiting period before you can pull out the money. And now let's talk briefly about the team that's actually creating and running this project. The team is called HydroWells, and it's another reason that I'm actually really confident in this product, because HydroWells has done so well. Now, what HydroWells is it's a Bitcoin mining club that actually aimed to basically mine Bitcoin through hydropower, and so basically a sustainable way to mine Bitcoin. Then they were going to take all of the money or the Bitcoin that they got from this, and they were going to return it to all the people that purchased their NFT, or the members of the HydroWells mining club. So you can see their site right here. They've been audited. They have a white paper. They're all doxed. All the team members are doxed and things like that. And they launched earlier this year, they launched the NFT for this idea right here. And if you look right here, they launched into a pretty tough crypto market, right? Since April of this year, things have not gone great in crypto, but they've done very well. You can see it's been up and down, but fairly steadily increasing month over month, all the way up till it's about 1 ETH right now to buy one of these HydroWell Mining Club NFTs. So these guys have a history of doing things ethically and actually doing what they say they're going to do and providing value to the people that purchase their stuff. You can see the team is fully doxed right here. And in fact, you'll see various members of this team all over the place doing lives, going on YouTube with people. They're very much out in the open and out in their community of people that have kind of sold into the ideas that they're creating here. So real quick, let's talk about the risks that I see with this particular business model. The first one is that they maybe don't know what they're doing. So it doesn't look like, from any of the research I've done, that these guys are masters of gold, or they're like somebody that has been doing this for years and understands this market perfectly. It sounds like they're kind of just figuring this out as well. And so there's a possibility that it doesn't work out, that there's expenses that are unforeseen and stuff like that, and it doesn't work out just like they thought it would, because whatever does. The second big issue could be a black swan event where the price of gold takes a huge and sudden dip. Something happens, right, with Russia or China, or something major happens in the world, and we see these huge swings in the price of gold. That could easily and dramatically affect what they're doing. Even though they don't hold the gold for too long, a black swan event tends to happen in a single day or a single hour, and something like that could obviously mess up the model that they're running with here. And then the last one is one I don't see happening, but it's always a possibility in crypto because we're giving them our crypto and that's it. They just run off with the money. And obviously it looks like everything's legit on the surface. They've been around for a while. Everything kind of looks like that won't happen, but that's always a possibility that we have to entertain as a possibility. So overall, my thoughts are that I like this project because of a couple different things. The first one is that I'm happy enough with the returns that I'm willing to risk some money, meaning that the risk-reward ratio is spot on for me. It seems like they've got a good team here. It seems like they've got a good model. They've got a good history. And for the potential percentage of anywhere from 70 to 100% return in a single year, I'm willing to risk some money and throw it in there. This is just a model that's worked well for me in real estate, the stock market, business, every other aspect of my life where I find these people that know a lot more than me and kind of just find a way to get involved in the project that they're creating. Now, if you want to get started with this, you can't get started at any time. So they've talked a little bit about how they're doing this, but they just did an initial round as of the time of this video. And then they actually closed investment or closed sacrifices. So if you go there right now, you'll see that it's locked and you can't actually make any, but they're planning on opening them up, if I understand it correctly, every single month where you have an opportunity to get in at some point every single month. Now they do have a minimum. It'll change from what it sounds like. There'll be a different one every month. On this first round, the minimum was $1,000 unless you owned one of their NFTs, and then I believe it was $500. But whatever the case, you'll go to their site and there will be a minimum amount of investment. But you can still go create an account and get everything ready so that when they open it up again, you're all ready to go. You'll see right now it currently says locked. You can just click on the locked button and then you'll want to connect your wallet right there. And you can see my wallet's already connected. And then when the time comes, all you have to do is go to sacrifice.project.79.com, or you can click my link down below. Yes, that's an affiliate link. And it's a matter of connecting your wallet and then sending them the amount that you want to invest or sacrifice into this project. So you can see right here, I did it August 30th, 2022. I put in $1,100 USDT, and now it's just sitting there and supposedly, hopefully, starting to actually make returns. They've said that since this is just the beginning, they're in the process of creating a dashboard. You'll be able to log in, get a good idea of what's all going on, compounding, all that kind of stuff will come down the road, but this is kind of their initial. I got in like an hour before I think the launch ended at the end of August right there, and we'll kind of see where it goes moving forward. Actually, I'm just going to hop in here real quick. This is actually about a month later. This video took a while to get edited and go live because we were really busy this month. But you can see here, now the first month is ended. So I've actually made my first $75 with my $1,100. They've improved their dashboard and stuff. So I just kind of want to show you real quick a month later before this video goes live. You can see right here that they're giving you updates on the bullion shipments. So gold is being purchased. Gold has been processed. We've done all that. So they've done their first round, it sounds like, of gold. And they're starting to improve and build out an actual dashboard here where you can see earnings, how much you sacrificed, how much everyone has sacrificed, all that fun stuff right here. And looking here, it looks like I can start withdrawing right now. I can withdraw 74.8 of the dollars that I've earned, or I can reinvest it or sacrifice more. But you can see right here, it looks like everything is going well with this project in the first month, which is awesome. And I'm planning on putting some more in now that I've kind of seen they've built out a dashboard, made it easy for me to see and stuff like that. And excited to see where this Project 79 goes. And always, like I said, this is no guarantee. There's a reason they're using the word sacrifice here. There's never a guarantee in crypto. But when I look at all the information that I just gave you, I think there's something here, and I think there's a lot of potential. And you guys know that I've been in YieldNodes for a while and done very, very well. And it seems like it's got a very similar vibe and very similar model to what we're seeing in YieldNodes. And so I'm going to throw in some money, and we're going to see where this goes.